Nation, we all experience the best of times and others that we'd rather not discuss at all. Drew Harrison has some of those moments that would make you want to hide your tail between your legs.
Oh, hey guys, my name's Drew Harrison. I'm here with the Bad Dog segment. As Brian may have told you, sometimes we have some good people on this campus, but sometimes they can be really bad. We got the clips to prove it. So the first clip is a clip of this guy that happened to be hit, maybe on purpose, maybe not, by a bicycle. Let's see the video. So it's just a regular day. This guy had a little too many Krispy Kremes. Having Krispy Kremes, Maiden's walking his night. Hey! He tries to stop. Can you believe? Now I don't understand. He's on the ground. Now he's looking at him and he's thinking, I don't know, right after a wreck, on your mark, go, 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 go! I don't understand if he was going to get help. That's what we can only assume, that he was getting help just then, running away. But he didn't even ask if he could help him in the moment. So he was just quick. He decided to be quick and just run. Anyways, the next video that we do have on our tape is of this man. Look, you just have to see this for yourself. So regular day, nothing too crazy happening. That's not what you want to believe whenever the door's open. Oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? Look, the fashion statement I want to mention right here is though, you can't really see it, but this woman has a dress and tennis shoes on. It's a really nice pair of Nikes that I would not mind having. Sitting on the couch was not a good idea, so she decided to go outside to get some air. This woman, there's a story behind it. All right, being scared of the biceps, he decides to give her the bike. So hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your pregnant ladies from your bicycles, because pregnant women on bikes is just a bad recipe for badness. The story behind this one actually is she was having stomach pains. I don't know why she was having stomach pains, maybe because of her child, but our future child, and she did not have insurance. So she decided not to take the ambulance and take the second best choice, which is a Mississippi State bully bike. No comment on that. She had very large biceps. So if it was like, if you pedaled this way, maybe she could have been faster, but it was all legs. So it was smart. She had an idea. She knew she didn't have insurance. That's why she wore the tennis shoes. So later on, she knew that if she had to run to the hospital or take a bike, she would be dressed properly for it. You see what I'm saying? All right. Next, I know this is not a joke on today's date. It just happened to be this way. And before we cue this video, I'd like to let you know that all these are, if you can imagine, aren't real. These are all paid actors to do these, and the guy that had the baby was paid a little more to do that role. The next clip, you'll see what I mean by the date, and well, just see what you. Mississippi State campus PD have a pretty tough job to pull over cars that are already pulled over and check them for things that is on the console. So it wasn't really hard. You could just tell what he's doing there. He left the job very easy for the cop. Just walked to the car that's pulled over with smoke coming out of the windows and just see the controlled substance there. So you could have just, you were on campus. Did you really think you could get away with it on campus? You could have drove like 2 miles out of campus and it'd have been fine. But thank you so much for joining in with our bad dogs. They just need a little loving. Just give them a little loving. That'll be all right. But send it back over to you, Brian and Whitney, at the desk.
Wow. That is amazing, Whitney.
Those bad dogs are bad, aren't they?
They're true stories, but they're not paid actors. Those are just reenactments. But I'll tell you, you can get more of those stories. They're on the Reflector, and they come out every Tuesday, from what I understand. Every Tuesday.
I'll tell you what.
I just had a great time watching those. I hope you did too.
Me too. I enjoyed it.
Well, we're going to go ahead and toss to break. We'll be right back with more Bad Dogs.
Germs are found on the common items we touch every day, such as a computer keyboard. The average keyboard has 150 times the recommended limit on bacteria and is 5 times as dirty as a toilet seat.
Bacteria is found on our steering wheels, our doorknobs, and even our cell phones. The best way to keep yourself from getting sick is to wash your hands often and cough into your sleeve instead of your hands. You can keep yourself and your friends healthy this cold and flu season. Do your part, MSU. Let's keep our campus healthy.
Who would you leave behind? If you're struggling with suicidal thoughts, call the National Suicide Hotline.
The rainforest is home to nearly 2/3 of animal species, and almost half the medicines that we use come from rainforests. But by 2060, nearly all of our rainforests will be gone. So how do we stop it? One way is to recycle. At home, at work, at school. Recycle paper, cans, bottles, and more. Also, save energy by using cold water in the washing machine. Keep your car tuned up and carpool or use public transportation. And finally, spread the word to everyone you know about ways you can save our rainforests.
You can make it through this. Seriously. Do not go that far. Welcome back to Barking Out Loud. We are pleased to have a special guest on the show today. Let's send you over to Maddie, who will take it from here.
I'm Maddie Kirker here with Barking Out Loud. We have a very special guest here today. Her name is Megumi Ikeda, and she is from Japan. She's going to tell us a little bit about the tsunami that they experienced a month ago and a little bit about herself here at Mississippi State. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So you are a long ways from home. So what do you miss most about being there?
I miss my family, my parents, and 4 dogs, and my friends.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump onto the subject. Where were you when you heard about the tsunami?
I was sleeping actually, and it was around 2, 3 in the morning here, and I got a text message, like 5 or 6 text message from friends here actually, and email from my dad, and then my friend said like, "Are your family okay in Japan?" And I was like, "What happened?" And then I saw the email from my dad, so shoot, I knew it was earthquake, and oh my gosh, but.
So what was your main reaction? Like, what was your gut feeling?
It was just scary to me, and I was not there, and I couldn't see anything out there, so I was just worried about my parents, dogs, and friends out there, and tried to contact with them, but it was just difficult at the time because everybody was trying to talk to everybody, and the water power shut down and everything, so it was horrible.
This is a bad question, but did you know anyone who was hurt or?
No, my family, my friends, they're all okay, so that was good.
That was a very good thing to hear, I bet. So what are some of the actions they've taken the last month to repair Japan?
They're trying to fix all the power things, and we have the nuclear power plants and blew out or something, and they're worried about the radiation and things, but it's just difficult to sit it down, I think. It takes a while.
Yes, I mean, I saw a lot of the footage when it happened, and I was just like, my heart sank for people out there, and especially to know people out there. I'm sure that was a difficult situation for you. So let's take the bad things out. Let's talk some good things. So you are here all the way from Japan. Why are you here? What are you studying?
I'm studying kinesiology here, and I'm in grad school. I'm working as a graduate assistant athletic trainer for a track and field team, and we're in the season right now. We had Holt meet this past weekend. We're going to Ole Miss for the meet this weekend, and next after that we had Penn Relay. It's the big meet, so it's big time.
So you get involved with that. So are you getting ready to graduate?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any plans, like where you want to get a job?
I'm looking for a job currently, but it's just difficult for me, I think, about visa and stuff. But we'll see.
Okay. Do you want to stay in the South, or would you like to go back home?
I want to stay here, not in Japan. I'd rather stay in the South area because I went to Troy University in Alabama, and I know people in Alabama and here, of course. So I want to stay in the South, but as long as I can stay in the United States, I go everywhere.
Really? So you like the United States?
Yes, I love it.
When do you think you'll travel back to Japan?
Maybe not this year, I guess, because of all the disasters in Japan. They're trying to reduce the number of people coming in because of the radiation problem. And I heard they have the warnings for the United States people in Japan to try to evacuate or something.
Yes.
So I don't know when I can go home right now.
It's a scary subject, but at least you're safe over here in the United States.
Yeah, that's what my parents said.
You have a long awaited life ahead of you here in Mississippi, and hopefully in the South, and you'll have a lot of experiences here in the United States. So I'm really excited. So thank you for coming in and joining us here.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate it, and everyone here at Barking Out Loud sure does appreciate it. So for any more information on Tsunami, you can go online and register for that. Thanks for tuning in, and go back to the desk.
Thanks, Maddie. We definitely will continue to keep the people of Japan in our prayers as they continue to fight through this tough time. We'll be right back after this short break.
In high school, you got away with it. But now, at Mississippi State, do the right thing. Obey the honor code.
Hi, I'm Caleb Story, and I'm here with you today to tell you about keeping Mississippi State beautiful. Since 1878, Mississippi State has remained a beautiful and clean campus. Do what I do. Do your part to keep this campus classy and clean.
The rainforest is home to nearly 2/3 of animal species, and almost half the medicines that we use come from rainforests. But by 2060, nearly all of our rainforests will be gone. So how do we stop it? One way is to recycle. At home, at work, at school. Recycle paper, cans, bottles, and more. Also, save energy by using cold water in the washing machine. Keep your car tuned up and carpool or use public transportation. And finally, spread the word to everyone you know about ways you can save our rainforests.
Some people think they don't have to obey the rules. But when it comes to the rules here at Mississippi State, you better take notice. Don't think you're above the law, or they'll find you. Nope. You could find yourself on the outside looking in.
Ring responsibly, MSU.
You want to go? Well, we had a great show today, didn't we, Whitney?
We did. It was great. I've really enjoyed everything.
We talked about parking services. We talked about the Memphis cheese store. We had bad dogs and the Japan student. There's all great stuff to talk about.
I thought so too.
Yeah, a funny story about the parking services was we actually got a ticket while we were interviewing Mike Harris, but they were
no.
kind enough at the parking services to take care of that ticket for us, and that's about it. But what was your favorite package?
I was a little partial to the cheese store package, but because I got to try the peanut butter and some of the cheese and jams and ice cream, so I really enjoyed it.
Okay, I've never been to the cheese store. I'd like to buy something.
Well, that's all we have for this episode of Barking Out Loud. I'm Whitney Hill.
And I'm Brian McCormick. Thanks for joining us.